So the Fox News host that Donald Trump picked to replace Joe Biden's defense secretary, whose resume is this, said, while having this resume, that some black troops aren't qualified. That's rich. This is the same guy who, during his Senate confirmation hearing yesterday, slammed DEI by saying this.
Up front, you have to tear out DEI and CRT initiatives, root and branch out of institutions.
I mean, this is the same guy. If my resume was that small and padded and I was looking for a job to replace somebody with a resume like this, I would do my homework, but he didn't even do that. Yesterday, when senators were peppering him with questions, Senator Tammy Duckworth asked him to name certain members of an alliance. He was like, I don't know. He didn't name any of them. And then when he did name some of them, all the nations that he mentioned, none of them were in that alliance. Then she asked him to name some of the agreements that he would have to, create as the defense secretary. He didn't know any of them. And she said, before you come up for a job, it'd be a good idea for you to research and know what the job requires. United States, other people in the world are watching us. We can't afford for them to know that the guy who's going to be the defense secretary is doing all the job training. He's this woefully unqualified. He has no clue. And we do know from his answers or non-answers that he plans to be Donald Trump's yes man. Last term, Donald Trump had principal generals, 4-star, 5-star generals. So when Donald Trump asked them to shoot protesters, which is against the Constitution, which is against the First Amendment, those generals said, no, we can't do that. When Donald Trump recently said that he's going to use military force to take over Greenland and Panama that do not belong to the United States, are not on sale, they asked him, would you carry out that order, which would be unconstitutional because only Congress can declare war. The president cannot declare war. With Donald Trump asking you to do something that's unconstitutional, would you do it? Instead of saying no, because he wants to please Donald Trump, he will refuse to answer, which tells us he's unqualified. That's not only is he unqualified, that's disqualifying because he serves the interests of the American people and he does what Congress tells him to. And the military is supposed to be apolitical. But yet you look and sound like, based on your non-answers, that you plan to implement whatever Donald Trump says he wants. He wants to be an authoritarian. He wants to go beyond the scope and the realms and the depths and the reach of his power and do whatever. He thinks he's king. He thinks Article 2 gives him power to do everything. It's not. We know from last time, a lot of stuff he tried to get done didn't get done because he got challenged in court. People reined him back. It was ineffective. And so it was important and really great that he had principal generals back then to tell him no. Even Steve Bannon was like, you can't do that. Pete Hegseth's a yes man. He's just happy to get the job. He know he's unqualified. So, of course, he's going to do whatever Donald Trump tells him to do. We can't have him in please. I just hope to God he doesn't get, he probably will, but that's sad.